All right. Hi, Tom. So, thank you for meeting with me today. Today, we're going to go more in depth with rapport building and kind of so I can get a better idea of how to set up the treatment plan. Yeah, things like of that nature. Is it okay if I take notes during this time?
Yeah, yeah, please do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Just so I can like I said, develop the treatment plan, things like that. Uh, and just to let you know, today um, the last session was a little bit longer. Today we have a little less of a time limit, so uh, it'll be around 10 minutes if that's
Okay.
okay. Just wanted to
Perfect.
give
Yeah,
you a
yeah.
heads up with that. So,
Yeah, that'll work.
yeah. Um, so, uh, just to start off, can you share a little bit about what brought you here today?
Yeah, well, what brings me here today, it's I've been kind of on the fence about, coming out to my daughter and colleagues at work. Um
Mhm.
I've only came out to when I mean coming out, because I'm considering myself, I identify myself as a gay man. But I know very little about, being gay. Um, I did come out to my parents, and they're very supportive. I was very scared when I was thinking about doing it, and but everything came out good. I'm happy for that. Um, yeah, I was referred to therapy through my my church counselor, um, leader, and he told me to seek therapy. So when I don't really feel very happy about that a little bit. I feel
I was
like
gonna ask. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like he was trying to say like I'm a mistake, or it's just a phase or something like that. I feel a little bit insulted by him doing that, but at the same time I gotta look at it things, um both ways. He might just want me to um maybe get 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 some clinical help on how to um on how do I feel, and know a little bit about myself. I'm not really sure how to take it, so
Yeah.
I just took his advice, and that's what I'm in therapy for too.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I completely understand that. And as you may know, therapy it we've gotten better over the years, but there's still a stigma about it. And
Mhm.
I have lots of clients who are fully in it for themselves. They
Mhm.
refer themselves, and I also have you know clients who mostly kids
Mhm.
who think it's a waste of time. So
Yeah.
I just I just want you to know that I understand where you're coming from. If there's a day where you may not be up to it, and where I may need to do most of the talking, um, or if there's a day when you need to do most of the talking. It's all about you. It's structured around you, and making this time and this structure a safe place for you.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate that.
yeah, yeah. So speaking of safe places, uh, it, you mentioned going to church. How do you feel about church being a safe place?
Yeah, because at church, I feel like
Hmm.
I'm closer to God, when it comes to singing in choir. I've been in choir since I was a little kid, and that always it's a I feel at peace with God,
Yeah.
when I'm there. But recently, so like I was telling you about, coming out to my pastor or my church leader, um, it made me feel like, I don't know, like if I was being judged, you know. And I know
Yeah.
church, it's the home of God, and you shouldn't be judged. You shouldn't feel judged, especially by man. Um, yeah. So I kind of, I don't feel like that's a safe space anymore, you know.
Oh,
I feel safe with my parents. I feel safe with my daughter, spending time with her. I know I don't see her a lot in person, but when I do, she's my number one, you know.
yeah.
Um, and now she's, uh, I, to be honest with you, I haven't opened up to her yet. She's
Okay.
17, uh, but I feel it's the time is coming for her. I mean, she's now, um, past the team development, thing, and that she's becoming a young adult, and I think she might, uh, be more acceptable to me being, me being gay. And I think now that she's an adult, coming up to young adulthood, it might be a little bit easier for her to comprehend. So, so that's one of my
Yeah.
that's those are one of my goals to therapy, is to, help me control my anxiety, and yeah, and feel. I don't know. I just want to be. I'm kind of confused. I I
Hmm.
I want to know more about my who I am, and knowing more about, what it takes, I guess, to be a gay man, because I'm not sure.
Right. Right. There's uh, eh, throughout life, we often think that by by this certain age I should know who I am. I should have my identity, but really that's not the case. To be honest with you, I'm
Mhm.
still figuring myself out. Uh, there's lots of people still figuring themselves out.
Mhm.
That's actually what makes life beautiful, at least to me, is that it's a constant journey. It's a constant gaining of knowledge. My grandpa, your grandpa, is still learning about
Mhm.
themselves and how they interact with the world. So it's it's constantly learning.
Mhm.
So yeah, hopefully, uh, that perspective can help. And I do want to recommend journaling as
Oh, okay.
kind of a manner of
Like
uh,
gathering thoughts and stuff.
yeah, exactly, gathering your thoughts together, making them kind of more organized, helping with that confusion.
Mhm.
To once once pen is on paper, it helps to organize yourself a little bit, so that
Yeah.
you can have uh, learn what your coping skills are, and use them for those moments of confusion and anxiety. So we have about a minute left, but I just want
Well, sorry
to.
about that.
No, no,
I know
no,
I
no.
talked a lot. I
No, no, no.
apologize.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I just I learned in a training to always tell the client, give a time. So I like to
Oh,
give a
okay.
warning for that. So um, just last thing, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? You mentioned that you spend time with your daughter. What's
Spend time with my
um,
daughter,
yeah.
choir,
Hmm.
walking, that kind of things, and especially work. I enjoy working. I enjoy spending, improving in my work, and recently I'm going up on. They're thinking about promoting me to supervisor, so
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, you're real up there. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well,
Well,
great.
and also, I'm sorry, I know we're running out of time, but I just wanted to tell
Yeah,
you
that's okay.
another thing that I want to work on is coming out to my colleagues,
Yes.
So I'm really, worried about that too. So maybe we
Yeah.
could talk about that next session. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, uh, we have flexibility with time. It's not a set in stone sort of thing. So
No, I understand.
uh, yeah, it's so discussing discussing coming out with your daughter is something
Very
that
important.
that we will that is part of your treatment plan. So we you know journaling and things like that, that's for you. I also give family therapy.
Oh, okay.
So I recommend coming to a session, maybe, or I'm sorry, inviting her and you to a session,
Mhm.
helping to kind of bridge that gap.
No, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
more help, the
and
better. Yeah. Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and be supportive.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, do you have any other questions at this time, or
No, not right
any
now.
comments?
We spoke about a lot of things. So yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah. So the journal thing,
cool.
I really like that. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna start taking some notes. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, great, great. I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah, hopefully this next week we can help to resolve that
Mhm.
uh, anxiety, that high anxiety, so that you know we can report that it's a bit lower. So, are you? Let's see. So, we'll wait because I know that you're experiencing a lot of anxiety. You may be
Mhm.
reluctant to come out now, and I appreciate you doing that with me today, very much so. So I'm just needing to see about scheduling our next session, to which we can further discuss,
Mhm.
what kind of role play, what you're going to say, and uh, potential responses that your daughter
Oh,
may have.
cool. Yeah.
So would uh, next so next Sunday at 5:30, would that work for you? It's the same time as today.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Great. All right. So I will send you that link a little closer to when the appointment is. And yeah, if you need anything, you have my phone number, my email. It might be easier to reach me through email. So
Awesome.
yeah, whatever,
Well, thank you.
however I can support, please let me know.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Bye.